Have you ever wondered why the phrase midlife crisis has become so ingrained in our culture? It's as if turning 40 or 50 automatically triggers an emotional meltdown, a sudden urge to quit your job, buy a sports car, or radically reinvent yourself. But is this dramatic life upheaval really inevitable? Or could it be a myth that we've collectively accepted as truth? Let's start with the origins of the term. The phrase midlife crisis was coined in the 1960s by psychologist Elliott Jaques. He described it as a period when individuals confront their mortality, leading to feelings of regret, dissatisfaction, or anxiety. Popular culture latched on to this idea, and it's been portrayed in movies, books, and even sitcoms as a universal human experience. But here's the kicker: the science doesn't fully back it up. First, let's look at the numbers. In large-scale studies conducted across multiple countries, researchers found that while many people experience life transitions or challenges in their 40s and 50s, only a small fraction described these as a crisis. For instance, a study published in the National Institute on Aging journal surveyed over 10,000 adults. The results? Fewer than 15% reported experiencing anything resembling a stereotypical midlife crisis. Even more surprising, this so-called crisis is often not tied to age. Factors such as job loss, relationship changes, or health challenges can occur at any point in life. Labeling these struggles as a midlife crisis simplifies a much more complex reality. But why do so many people believe in it? Part of the answer lies in confirmation bias. When people expect to feel lost or unsettled in midlife, they're more likely to interpret ordinary ups and downs as evidence of a crisis. Let's take a closer look at what midlife really entails. Psychologists studying happiness over the lifespan often find a U-shaped curve in well-being. In simpler terms, happiness tends to dip slightly in middle age before rising again in later years. This dip, however, isn't exclusive to humans. Studies on apes, like chimpanzees and orangutans, show a similar pattern, suggesting this phase might have deep evolutionary roots. The good news? The recovery on the other side of the curve is strong. Researchers from institutions like Harvard University and the University of California have consistently found that people often feel a renewed sense of purpose and contentment in their 60s and beyond. This period of life, sometimes called the third act, is characterized by emotional stability, deeper relationships, and increased satisfaction with life. Here's another fascinating fact. Many of the changes people experience in midlife are positive. Neurological studies reveal that our brains become better at integrating emotional information as we age. This means people in their 40s and 50s often excel in making balanced decisions, managing relationships, and seeing the bigger picture. So, if the midlife crisis isn't as universal as we've been led to believe, what should we focus on instead? Experts suggest reframing midlife as an opportunity rather than a problem. In fact, many people use this stage to reevaluate their goals, explore new interests, or deepen their connections with others. Take the story of Laura Carstensen, a renowned psychologist and the director of the Stanford Center on Longevity. In her research, she found that as people age, they tend to focus more on what truly matters: family, friendships, and meaningful work, while letting go of trivial stressors. Even culturally, there's a growing shift away from the crisis narrative. Terms like midlife reinvention or second adolescence are replacing the outdated stereotype of existential despair. Think about public figures like Michelle Obama, who embraced her 50s with the release of a memoir that inspired millions, or Jeff Bezos, who started Amazon in his 30s but didn't see its transformative success until his 40s and beyond. The myth of the midlife crisis is just that, a myth. Sure, midlife comes with challenges, but these years can also be a time of growth, self-discovery, and new opportunities. By shifting our perspective and focusing on the possibilities, we can break free from outdated stereotypes and embrace this stage of life with confidence. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's continue this conversation and redefine what it means to thrive in every stage of life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.